I've been thinking about a few things at work today, so I'm going to talk about it with you today. Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about something that I had been thinking about. Now, this video was not my original plan for today's video, which will be Tuesday when you're seeing this. My original plan for today's video was to film a few clips, put them together and try and experiment with different B-roll techniques and things like that, but I'll save that for another day. I wanted to talk to you because I've started this schedule and the weekend rolled around and I'm kind of sat there and I'm thinking, I've got nothing for Tuesday. I have got nothing for Tuesday. I've got no ideas. I've got nothing. What can I do? And I got thinking, and then somebody linked me to their video on Twitter, and what they'd done, they'd filmed, I think it was like 30 seconds or something like. It was a short clip of them procrastinating, and just it really showed. It was really clever. It really showed off different like filters, techniques, colouring, angles, things like that. And I thought, you give me an idea, which is why I thought, you know what, I'm going to film some footage for like B-roll stuff and practice, because I need to practice really. And then I'm like, right, sweet, video idea, got it sorted. I'll film it on Monday, which is today, and I'll get it all sorted ready for Tuesday. But then I was at work earlier and I'm thinking, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that yet. I'll probably leave that. And then I started thinking about my schedule, and I'm thinking, do you know what, actually? Since I've started this schedule, it's actually really pushing me to be more active, and it challenges my mind really, because it's not pressure, but you kind of think, like earlier on I would have thought, oh, I've got no idea for Tuesday, I'm gonna have to leave it until at least Saturday, until I can have a week to think of an idea. But because I was under that, like I say, it's not pressure, but because I was under that discipline of, no, I've started this schedule of Tuesday and Saturday, I need something for Tuesday, it forced my brain into a zone where it was like, look, you need to come up with something, so just come up with something. And I think it's worked out alright in the end, because I feel like this is something we can all relate to, especially if you're a creator out there. I feel like this is something we can all relate to. This schedule, it's making me think outside the box, you know, it's making me think outside this room. It's like, what can you do outside this room? Because if you look at my channel, a lot of my videos are based at this window. So it's making my brain think, right, how can you take your content out of this room? How can you take yourself to another level? And because of that, like I say, it's not pressure, but it's like there's a bit of, I don't know what you'd call it. Because of that tight schedule, it's making me think more, you know, it's making me think, right, what can I do now? And it's driving me to create better content and to think of better things. So it's, you know, it's like I say, it's forcing me outside of this room, which is good, because I think back to when I started this channel before I had a job. I've had 2 jobs since I started this channel, and I think back to before I had my first one, and at least once a week I was going to Manchester to film something. You know, I went to the Science and Industry Museum, and I did a vlog of the day. I went to all these different places and I filmed it. And I was thinking about this today, and I'm thinking, you know, look at what you did before you had a job. Look where you went before you had a job. Get in that mindset again of, what can I do? Because I was dead focused when I started this channel, and I'm not saying I'm not focused now, because I'm more focused now, I'd say, than I was a year ago, maybe. So, you know, I'm trying to get myself back in that mindset where I'm forcing myself out. I'm forcing myself to go and do exciting things. You know, I'm trying to think of like, right, what can you do now? Who can you go and see? What can you go and see? What can you go and film? What can you do to combine everything together? I was thinking about this at work, and I thought, we'll scrap the B-roll thing for another day, and I'll just talk to you about this because it sparked something in my brain. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking, and I'm like, I'm really excited to get out again, because now I have this. It's a bit of a time constraint now, because I'm like, I have to get something for Saturday now. So now my brain's thinking, right, how many days off have you got this week? 2. I've got 2 full days off this week, and 2 half days. So now my brain's thinking, right, you've got all that time. What can you do in that time before Saturday? And factor in time to edit as well. I haven't currently come up with something yet, but I'm sure I will before the weekend. But this is what I mean. Because of this time constraint, it's forcing me to think outside of this room. It's forcing me to think outside the box and like, what can you do now? Rather than go, I've not got anything for this day, so I'll leave it, which is what I used to do, you know. I had a rough schedule when I first started this channel, and if I didn't have anything for the day, I'd be like, that's right, don't matter, leave it. And that's how you end up taking like 2-month breaks by accident, because you think, I've still got nothing, leave it, it's fine, I'll just film it when I've got something. But because I'm trying to be more disciplined in life, and I'm trying to use this channel as a tool for that. You know, the whole reason I started this channel was to help me. It was to help me as a person. It was to help me get myself into a routine. You know, if I have to force myself to film something on a daily basis if needs be, or a weekly basis, then I can transfer those skills to other areas of my life. You know what I mean? Obviously, as I've built this channel, it's helped other people as well, which is cool. I like that. I'm not against that. But what I'm saying is, it's, you know, my initial thought for starting this channel was to help me. It was to discipline me. It was to get me into a routine. But obviously there's spillover for that, and it's helped other people, which is great, which is fantastic. I love that. But we're kind of back to where we started with this channel now, and it's because I've got this schedule. It's helping me again. It's helping me to discipline myself, and it's pushing me, you know, it's pushing me out of my comfort zone. It's like, I'm not stressed, I'm really happy actually, but it's got me thinking, right, look, you kind of work into a schedule now. Have you got it in you to keep to that schedule, or are you going to just forget about it again? Are you just going to be like, I've not got anything for today, leave it? My brain's like, no, because you've been there like twice and you've not uploaded for like 3 months at a time. So it's getting me back in that place where I'm like, right, what can I do now? You know, it's pushing me out of my comfort zone. It's pushing me to places where initially I might not have wanted to go, but because I'm trying to sort my life out initially, you know, I'm trying to discipline myself, I'm trying to get myself into a good routine in life. This schedule is actually helping me to push myself to that. And obviously, as a side note, I do often think, what do I want to do as a career? And I can't pinpoint it, but it's just something creative, you know. So it might be this creative outlet that I've got. It might be YouTube for a living. It might not. It might just be something to do with creativity in general. But now the side thought, if you want to call it that, is, right, if you're going to make this work, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent, don't you? It's what all people who have created a successful channel say, innit? They say you have to be consistent no matter what. So the thought in the back of my mind is, be consistent. You've created this schedule, Tuesday and Saturday, stick to it. You know, Tuesday I think the video goes up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Saturday I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, right, you've created this schedule, you have to stick to it no matter what if you want to make it work, you know. So that's kind of like the side note in this area somewhere. This small thought in the back of my mind is like, stick to the schedule, do something. If you've not got anything planned, find something, stick to your schedule, don't miss it. Right, that's the thought in the back of my mind. The first thought is, discipline yourself to do this and stick to the schedule. I've been getting really organised recently since I started this schedule, and I've been filming content in advance, I've been editing it in advance, and I've been scheduling it. I've been uploading it to YouTube and scheduling it in advance so that on Tuesday I don't have to do anything, and on Saturday I don't have to do anything, and if needs be I can be filming other things on those days and I can be scheduling it in advance. You know, I'm trying to get into that routine. And when you reach a point where you're like, I've got nothing, you either quit, essentially, you know, you either give up until you've got something, or you go the other way and you force yourself to do something because you've got a schedule and you need to stick to it to be consistent. You know what I mean? Now, like I said previously, I'd have been like, forget it, don't matter, leave it, it's fine, I'll do something when I've figured it out. But I don't want to be that person anymore. You know, this channel I created this channel so that I could grow as a person and I can document the process. That's why it's called Andy's Diary, because it's my visual diary, it's my virtual diary, if you want to call it that. You know, that's why I created it. So I can't grow as a person if I'm still stuck in my old mindset, you know what I mean? If I just relax and just go, I've got plenty of time, leave it, I've got days off, I'll just watch Futurama all day, I'll just sit on my Xbox all day. What good is that if I'm trying to be a better person? If I'm trying to discipline myself and to grow as a person, what good is it when I'm in a position like this and I'm stuck for content and I just lie back and go, forget it, it's fine. You feel me? So I guess what I'm saying is, you know, especially if you're a content creator, if you're a content creator and you're in a similar position to me, get a schedule going, you know, do it for you. You don't even have to advertise it. Like I've put it on my YouTube banner, because for me, if I cement it there in the YouTube banner and everybody can see it, then if it's more, what's the word? It's more like I have to stick to it then. You know what I mean? Like if I've put it out there, then I have to stick to it. I could have quite easily written it down on a post-it note and stuck it on my PC just for me. And I could have gone, look, there's your schedule, stick to it. But because I've publicly put it out there and I've put it on my YouTube banner, I'm like, dude, you've got a schedule now, stick to it. You know what I mean? So my advice to you would be, you don't necessarily have to advertise it on your channel. You don't even have to tweet about it or anything like that. But get a schedule for yourself. If you're a content creator, get a schedule for yourself, because it will force your brain into areas of creativity and it will make it think outside the box like you've never thought before, and you might find that it'll work for you. This is the first time it's happened to me since I've started this schedule, which was like 2 weeks ago, something like that. I think I started it. I was like, yep, got content for days, me, fine. This is the first time it's happened, and now I'm like, what do I do? Never been in this position before. What do we do? And like I said, we either go back to our old ways or we go forward as a different person. And this is what I want to do. I want to go forward as a different person, force my mind into an area of creativity that I've never been before, and get myself outside the box and create. Just create, you know, and just see how it goes. That's a wrap. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Like I say, it's something different to what it was originally gonna be, but every so often I have these thoughts and I just want to share these thoughts with you. So this, welcome to my brain. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to share with your friends and family. And I, my friends, will see you when I see you, my friends.
Hello!